If you want a clean and simple side step for your 2019 and newer Ranger Super Crew that also isn't going to cost you a fortune, then these 5-inch iStep boards will be the right choice for your truck. Featuring a large step pad and a really agreeable price, there's a lot to like about these steps. When it comes to running boards and side steps, sometimes simple is the best option. What you really need your side steps to do is give you a stable place to put your feet in order to access the cabin or roof of your truck quickly and safely. And these iStep boards accomplish exactly that. As the name would imply, the entire step is 5 inches wide from stem to stern, and they of course span the full length of the cab. Now that means you've got a big wide step to get your feet planted on. Unlike some more stylized options, these allow you plenty of access to the cabin, the roof, or even the bulkhead area of your bed space. On top of the step surface is a pad that has plenty of grip for your shoes no matter how messy it might get outside. And in a world where side steps and Nerf bars are predominantly chunky, angular, and aggressive looking, these are really thin and clean. In fact, from certain angles, you may not even notice them right away. Now personally, I like a more subtle side step, and the thin design here means that these will give you the stepping space that you need with a look that won't detract from other elements of your truck. Now these are not very off-road oriented because they do hang a bit lower than some other options, so they cut into your ground clearance somewhat, especially if you aren't running a lift kit. However, unless you're doing some more serious off-roading, that likely isn't going to be an issue for you. It's a trade-off you have to make with these sorts of things. While the higher clearance options won't impact off-roading quite as much, they don't offer the same amount of access as these do, so if you're driving mostly on the street, these will keep your rig looking nice and sleek while also providing you plenty of access. The bars are made from stainless steel with a textured black powder coat finish. The steel construction means that these are very strong, and the powder coat over top of the material gives it some additional protection against rust and corrosion. And despite that steel construction, these things are actually pretty darn light. The step pads over top are made from ABS plastic, which is very much a standard of the automotive industry, so that will match any other black plastic trim your truck may be sporting. And of course, you get all the hardware and matching brackets as well for a complete package. Pricing comes in at about $300, and that makes these one of the most affordable sets of steps you can get for these Rangers. Now, of course, you could spend a lot more on electronic steps or something fancy, but these look good and get the job done, and they don't cost a lot. And sometimes that's the best option. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 2 hours to complete. And this is a totally bolt-on job, no modifications required, so it should go pretty quickly. With that, let's head on out to the shop and we'll walk you through the process step by step.
For this install, you'll need a ratchet, a 16 and a 13mm socket. Today we're going to be installing running boards on our Ranger. Let's get into it. First, we're going to install the brackets for the running boards. So you're going to need to find 2 brackets that look like this. The one that looks like this is going to go towards the front. So when we mount it, we're going to mount it like that because we're going to flip it over and attach it to the truck. So first we want to get these brackets and we're going to slide them in. So when we slide these in, you're going to twist it like that. But before we do that, we want to make sure that we grab our hardware from the bag that's labeled B. You're going to put that on like that. Same thing with this one. Line it up with the square. We'll just tilt it like that. We're going to do this with the other 2 as well. Okay. So next, we're going to take our flat washers. We want to place them all over the studs. Like that. Same thing with the ones over here. Just place them over the studs. Once we have our studs and our inner brackets in, we're going to take our outer bracket. We want to lift it up. We'll take our supplied washers with the kit, put them over the studs, take our supplied locking nuts, and thread them on just like that. Then you're going to want to do this same process with the other brackets. After that, we're going to take a 13mm socket and a ratchet. We just want to snug these down because once we get this mounted to the truck, we're going to slide this running board so that it's even with the truck. Because if we tighten these down now, then we put it on the truck, we're going to have to loosen these anyway to slide the running board to mount it the way we want it to. Then complete the same process with the other brackets. Now that it's all put together, I'm going to set this on the ground so we can install it on the truck. Now we're going to put the running boards onto the truck. So we're going to use our supplied hardware, and for that we're going to use the lock washer and a flat washer. Lock washer goes on first, then flat washer. And we can just screw it in by hand first. Then complete the same process with the other bracket. Now we're going to tighten down the bolts. Well, these bolts at least. We're not going to tighten down the lower ones yet. We're going to take a 16mm socket and a ratchet. We're going to tighten them down. Do the same process with the other brackets and bolts. So now we're going to adjust our board. Right where I have it is fine, but if yours isn't lined up where you want it, you would just slide it like that. We're going to put it here, and to tighten it down, we're going to use a 13mm socket and a ratchet. We're going to go after these bolts right here. Once you've completed the process on this bracket, do the same with the other ones.
That's going to wrap it up here for our review and install of the 5-inch iStep running boards in black, fitting 2019 and newer Ranger Super Cruise. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things Ranger, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.